Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Let me ask you a question. When you walk into a room full of people, what do you notice first? Do you notice the successful people, the confident people, the influential people, the people everyone seems to admire? Most of us do, it is natural. But our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us to notice the people that others often overlook. The lonely, the struggling, the forgotten, the vulnerable. And perhaps one of the greatest signs of Ihsan is how we treat people who have little to offer us in return. Today I wanted to talk about three groups that had a special place in the heart of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam: orphans, widows, and the poor. Think for a moment about an orphan, a child growing up without a father, a child who watches other children run into their father's arms, a child who carries questions, fears, and insecurities that many people never see. The Prophet ﷺ knew exactly what that felt like because he himself was an orphan. His father passed away before he was even born. His mother passed away when he was still a young child. He knew the pain. He knew the loneliness. He knew what it meant to need compassion. And perhaps that is one reason why he showed such extraordinary care toward orphans. The Prophet ﷺ said, I and the one who cares for an orphan will be in paradise like this. And he joined his fingers together. Just imagine that, the companionship of the Prophet ﷺ in Jannah, not because of wealth, not because of status, not because of fame, but because you cared for a child who needed love. Then there are widows. In every community, there are women carrying burdens that few people understand. Some are raising children alone, some are struggling financially, some are carrying grief and that never completely leaves their hearts. The Prophet ﷺ did not simply speak about helping them, he actively encouraged the believers to support them. He taught that serving widows and those in need is among the greatest acts of worship. Not because they are weak, but because they deserve dignity. They deserve support and care. And then there are the poor, the people we sometimes pass by without really seeing, the people whose struggling remain hidden behind a smile. The single father working two jobs, the family trying to pay rent, the student who cannot afford tuition, the refugee starting life from nothing, the elderly person choosing between medicine and groceries. Sometimes the poverty is visible, sometimes it is completely hidden, but Allah sees it. And the Prophet ﷺ taught us to see it as well. One of the remarkable things about the Prophet ﷺ was that he never made vulnerable people feel invisible. He spoke to them, he listened to them, he sat with them, he honored them. In a society where status meant everything, he reminded people that a person's value comes from their relationship with Allah, not from their bank account, their family name, or the social position. And honestly, this lesson is desperately needed today. We live in a world that constantly celebrates success, followers, achievements, titles, influence, and there is nothing wrong with success, but sometimes we become so focused on the people at the top that we forget the people at the bottom, the people who are quietly struggling, the people who are silently hurting, the people praying for someone to notice them. Ihsan begins when we notice them. Ihsan begins when we care. Ihsan begins when we stop asking, what can this person do for me? And start asking, what can I do for this person for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Maybe it is sponsoring an orphan, maybe it is helping a widow in our community. Maybe it is supporting a struggling family, maybe it is simply making someone feel seen. Because sometimes the greatest gift is not money, sometimes the greatest gift is kindness, a phone call, a visit, a listening ear, a sincere dua, a reminder that they are not alone. The Prophet ﷺ did not build a community based on power. He built a community based on mercy. And the strongest communities are always the ones that protect their most vulnerable members. As we finish today, I want you to think about one person, just one, someone in your community who may be struggling, someone who may feel forgotten, someone who may need support, and ask yourself, what small act of ihsan can I do for them this week? Not next month, not next week, this week. Because perhaps the path to Jannah is closer than we think. Perhaps it begins with helping someone who cannot repay us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala soften our hearts toward the vulnerable. May Allah make us the source of comfort for those who are struggling. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gather us with His beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in paradise. Allahumma ameen. Wassalamu alaykum.